Good morning, kids. Today we're checking out a brand new video from Connie X about giving all the eventual Digimon X-antibody forms. Let's hop in and see who gets this antidote.
It's no secret that myself and X-Antibody Digimon have a conflicting history.
Oh, well.
Some, like Togemon X, I absolutely adore, and some, like Guilmon X, I question. What I question more is the X-Antibody Digimon that exist and the ones that don't. For example, the entire Agumon, Gabumon, and Palmon line have X-antibodies. Agumon X, Greymon X, Metal Greymon X, Wall Greymon X, plus a bunch of variants.
Nice.
From there, though, the list of adventured Digimon who have been given X-antibodies by Bandai Namco is really random. The entire Gatomon line, including Ophanimon and Magnadramon, have X-antibodies, but for Patamon, Tokomon has an X-antibody. Well, today we're here to address that balance. Do what Bandai Namco currently is not doing, and give all the original Digimon Adventure 1999 partners their X-antibody evolutions.
Their own X-antibody form. Let's do this!
What's up, digital companions? My name is Khan EX and welcome back to another video, and yes, we are giving X-antibody forms to the adventure Digimon that don't have any. We're going to begin with an adventure Digimon that has some of its evolution line with existing X-antibody forms, that being Biyomon. Garudamon X and Phoenixmon X exist, and well, they're not my favourite, but Garudamon X does have some fun appeal. So let's throw it down to Rookie as I commissioned Weirdomon to create Biyomon X-antibody. Weirdomon moved the ring from around Biyomon's foot to Biyomon X's neck, making it a full-on holy ring, with the X pattern on its wings and a more fiery aesthetic going on, which I think is important for X-antibody Digimon. If you look at Agumon X, it has the blue stripes that aren't on Agumon but are on Greymon, so X-antibodies oftentimes feel like the in-between step of evolution. It's also a much more serious Biyomon with a red eye. I just think it works great. But Biyomon X has to digivolve, and so it does, to Birdramon X-antibody. I adore that Weirdomon doubled the
It almost looks like a beta Phoenixmon.
Wings up, now forming a literal X shape, and Weirdomon deliberately aped some of the more goofy, slightly off-feeling X-antibody art, with Birdramon X giving it this frightening but also funny wide open mouth and eyes, reminiscent of art like Salamon X or the natural carrier Tobu Catmon, which are both crazy to me are official arts. No shade, peace and love, but oh my god. This would then become the existing Garudamon X-antibody, and I think it works quite nicely. The wind-like Native American elements of Garudamon introduced at this level, almost extinguishing the flames of Birdramon, just works to me. And of course would finally end on Phoenixmon X. Then let's move on.
Hold on folks, we'll be right back. Okay, I got it fixed.
On to Gomamon. And Gomamon X again also exists, as does Plesiomon X. But Rubix, the artist formerly known as Capney, jumped at the opportunity to create our missing Gomamon X evolutions, starting with Ikakumon X. It was something a little bit more
I wonder why he changed his name from Capney now.
Simple here. If we look at Gomamon X and Plesiomon X, while they are different from their base, they're not a radical departure. So Ikakumon X keeps that extra fluffy vibe that we got from Gomamon X, with the hair now grown over its eyes like an old English sheepdog, and with these raised spikes on the back. So obviously this is a great Gomamon X evolution, but you can see how it still fit into a line with Plesiomon X too. That slightly more grey-white coloration being true to Plesiomon X. Its Digivolution is Zudomon X. Always been wild to me that a Zudomon X antibody has never existed, and now I'm very glad that we have something in tribute created by Rubix. Thor's hammer really is channeling the God of Thunder here, with an X now emblazoned on it, of course, for the X antibody, and that blue thunder coursing through and arcing out of the shell, whose bolts have now turned into...
This thing would definitely have some kind of move called, like, Thor's Strike or something.
More spikes. The red of the tail of regular Zudomon has also started to take over slightly more, making Zudomon X's left claw look all the more terrifying. And so yes, from there, Zudomon X could become Plesiomon X. Zudomon to Plesiomon is an evolution as old as time, and possibly Joe's original evolution too. But Rubix also came through and designed Vikemon X. Again, totally wild that we've never had this up to this point, and Rubix, I think, just absolutely delivered. Taking the existing existing
Odin.
fur patterns of Vikemon, but making them into an X shape is inspired, moving those shoulder shields down to the knees to make knee pads, and giving it proper armored shoulder pads, as well as that X-Antibody belt buckle, but also adding a completely unique flair. In particular, the head I like, where the Viking helmet has turned into proper antlers, and Vikemon X has piercings and chunks taken out of his ears, indicating that he's gone through so many more battles since when he was just Vikemon. And hey, if you like Digimon...
Well, honestly, that just needs to be called... that needs to... Odin inspiration. There. Well, that's all I'm trying to say. Now we're gonna go jump past this and move on to Tentomon.
And next is probably my favorite adventure partner. Maybe it changes on the day. Tentomon, who wildly his entire evolution line, only Hercules Kabuterimon has an X-Antibody form. So our master of cross-media art, Some Guy 944, absolutely nailed the creation of Tentomon X. Again, a fully electrified Tentomon, taking inspiration from Hercules Kabuterimon X that already exists. Some Guy 944 just completely nailed this one. I love the electrical plug antenna meeting in the middle of his face in the shape of an X. Absolutely iconic. I didn't think I could love Tentomon more, but I absolutely cannot get over how much I adore Tentomon X here. Hall of Famer
I gotta
for sure.
agree with
Some Guy 944 has also
bug.
done the rest of the Tentomon X line, beginning with Kabuterimon X. This is where you really start to see the inspiration and influence from the existing Hercules Kabuterimon X, with that much more Kamen Rider / Evangelion theme of Hercules Kabuterimon X being really visible in Kabuterimon X, putting his hands to the sky and charging the electricity that would eventually become the ball of electricity or energy that Hercules Kabuterimon X has. And yes, there is a middle pincer here, which you're going to see again in a minute because, well, Hercules Kabuterimon X also has a suspiciously placed middle pincer, which is what allowed for the creation of Mega Kabuterimon X. Some Guy 944 delivered this with aplomb. Now in a much more zen state, Mega Kabuterimon...
I'm sorry, why did you have to point that out, Con? Now I can't stop.
Mon continues to charge its energy before it can get to Mega. That pincer is on full display here. It'd be creepy in the comments.
Why did you point it out?
Give us a break. And yeah, just an exemplary Digimon form. Much more slimline than the normal Mega Kabuterimon, which if you look at Hercules Kabuterimon X and regular Hercules Kabuterimon is also true. Regular Hercules Kabuterimon is much wider and more stanced up, whereas Hercules Kabuterimon X is much more humanoid. So Some Guy 944 kept this true for basically this entire new Tentomon X evolution line. And that brings us finally to Patamon, who aside from Tokomon X, only has Godramon X, and if we're being honest, Godramon is only a Patamon Mega in the Adventure 2020 canon. In the original 1999 Adventure canon, Seraphimon was always the Patamon Mega, which means technically for the 1999 canon we only have Tokomon X, who is probably one of the most prominent X-Antibodies, seen in the card game and of course a big role in the X-Evolution movie. So to me, it's baffling that it's taken this long and still doesn't exist officially. We've had to step in and do it for Bandai Namco. With how many X-Antibody cards have been created for the card game, Virus, Greymon X, and Balmon X being made specifically for the card game, that Patamon's entire evolution line, minus Tokomon and Godramon, has never been given the X treatment. Well, Patamon, don't worry, because Weirdomon and I are here, and X gon' give it to you. Yes, Weirdomon is...
No, we're gonna give X to ya. Hold on, folks, we'll be right back. And we're back.
Is looping back in to erase the sins of the father with Patamon X. Patamon X very deliberately builds on what Tokomon X started. A Tokomon that in my opinion honestly feels more like it should be a rookie level, but adding a very visual X and doing something a little bit bigger with the design. So Weirdomon again really nicely incorporated that X-Antibody feel with the Tokomon ears, antenna, now being two sets of wings, one the Patamon ear / wings that you used to, and a second Angemon-esque one, but there is still some pink there from the Tokomon design in the X on the forehead, which is shining bright, and I think this is appropriate. Tokomon is very white and Patamon's very yellow, so I think Tokomon X being white and pink and Patamon being majoritively kind of orange and yellow with some white and pink makes sense. And once again, those angel wings are doing a similar thing to Agumon X, where he has those blue stripes, making the rookie feel like a 1.5 step towards the champion. And that champion is Angemon X. Massive departure from Angemon, but I think working
Dude, he's just straight up wearing the X on his head. No, this is X who's gonna give it to you.
so nicely. Still with the flowing blonde locks, but now the body consumed with the X-Antibody takes on a much more blue hue, with digicode running down his garments and a masked, helmeted face. Rather than just the helmet on top, it has fully taken over his face, to again be that 1.5 step towards Magna Angemon. And yes, with an X emblazoned for all to see. This definitely feels like an Angemon who's a little bit more street level. He looks like he is gonna knock you out.
Yeah,
then is an Angel of the Cosmos, Magna Angemon X. Instead of the sword,
dude straight up has a sword made of galaxy!
Coming out of his wrist, it has now gained significant size, being a fiery but also galactic blade that is wielded by Magna Angemon X.
Oh, it's SCP-001, the Gate Guardian. Ha!
Code from Angemon X is still visible here, and yeah, you can see his shoulder pads are entire galaxies. The folded over wings of the original Magna Angemon have also opened out now, indicating that its power has been tapped into and unleashed. And indeed, you can kind of see that the wings are forming two sets of X's in some ways. Which leads us finally to Seraphimon X, an angel of burning judgment and divinity, holding a galaxy of which its power is unimaginable and can be tapped into by Seraphimon X. This is the ultimate angel Digimon, with some visual elements of other Digimon in Patamon's evolution line that you might be familiar with. And that digicode that was previously seen in Angemon X and Magna Angemon X is now all the crests of the Adventure Digidestined. Truly an angel above all, and likely as powerful, if not more powerful, than Omnimon Merciful Mode. Though there is also still digicode seen in the tattered sides from Seraphimon. And that is it. Our brand new X-Antibodies for the Biomon line, the Goemon line, the Tentomon line, and the Patamon line. This was really fun to put together. I love kind of completing evolutions in this way, so it's nice that we can create our own fan-made full X-Antibodies for the Digimon Adventure partners. So let me know in the comments down below, and by liking this video, very important. If you want to see more of this, do you want to see us give X-Antibody forms to the 02 partners that don't have any, the Tamers partners that don't have any, movie partners like some of the Lockmon and Terriermon line, Meikumon, Morphomon, things like that. Let me know which season or set of movies or whatever it might be you most desperately want to see X-Antibody evolutions for down below. Thank you so much to my Sovereigns, ZDK14 and Jamon, as well as all my Digidestined, Tamers, Khan Club, everyone who supports this channel with their hard-earned money.
Yep. Well, folks, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below. And I'll see all of you folks next time when we flick on. Peace out.